Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Black people, we've watched the Democratic National Convention and they are not offering us anything. We are the base of the party. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris need our votes to get to the presidency. But they're offering us nothing. We built the country. Those are our ancestors buried in Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Florida. They built the country with 250 years of free labor. And the country that they built does not want to do anything by them, anything that's substantial, anything that's not symbolic. Yeah, they'll take down a couple of Confederate statues and they'll fight you to take down those Confederate monuments. But those are just symbols. Our wealth position in the country that we built, the capitalist country that we built, the most dynamic economic engine in the history of the world that we built with 250 years of free labor. They do not want to do anything for you that's going to elevate your position economically. Understand, black people, we have made no progress in this country. We have made no progress. Why? Because this is a capitalist country and it takes capital to be here. Our wealth position has not changed since 1910. And the Democratic Party continues to play games with us. We had our first senators and representatives during Reconstruction, which was right after the Civil War. This was the 1870s. And we have yet to have a native black American who comes from slavery and Jim Crow here in this country. All you people out there miss me with all that talk about the slavery that went on between the English and the Irish, okay? Miss me with all this, the talk about what happened in the Caribbean. We are not dealing with all of that. Okay, miss me with whatever took place between the English and the Indians. Miss me with all that. We're talking about the U.S. right here. Slavery and Jim Crow right here. Okay? Our people went through that here. And we deserve to be compensated for what was done to our ancestors that still affects us today. Our wealth position in the country that we built has not changed since 1910. And instead of doing right by you, they would rather bring in a Kamala Harris, whose mother got here in the 1950s, and then elevate her to vice president. You understand me? They'd rather bring in Barack Obama's father, who knows when he got here. But take Barack Obama's father, well, not him, but his son, Barack Obama, and elevate him to the presidency without doing right by you and your people built the country. Your people are buried in Georgia and Florida and South Carolina and Alabama and Mississippi. They had the scars on their backs from the whip and scars on their ankles from the chains. Our wealth position has not changed since 1910. We got our first representatives and senators and congressmen in the 1870s. Okay? Understand, when the Democratic Party has been playing this game for years, we have to stop playing that game with them. We have to let Joe Biden know and Kamala Harris know and the Perez guy that runs the Democratic Party. We have to let these people know that you're not going to keep playing these games with us. They have all kinds of goodies on the DNC website for immigrants and refugees and people of color and LGBTQ. I think reparations is mentioned one time. One time reparations is mentioned on their website. And then they give you a paragraph talking about reparations for American descendants of slavery, Native Black Americans. And then right after that, they go into talking about people of color, minorities, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You see, Kamala Harris's people, they brown people. They're a minority. But her people didn't go through slavery and Jim Crow here. Her people have done well since coming to America. Okay? But they came after all the bullshit that we went through. You see? But instead of doing right by us, America would rather take them and elevate them. Those are our tethers. And black people, you got to stop playing the game. I see a lot of y'all on Facebook. Oh, y'all so happy about Obama's speech and Michelle's speech and all this other craziness. Y'all don't realize the game is being played on you. And the NAACP is in on it. The Urban League is in on it. Okay? They're all with it. They'll start out talking about the disadvantages of black Americans due to slavery and Jim Crow. And before you know it, before they halfway through the conversation, they done switched to minorities and people of color. White women are considered a minority in America. But guess what? She's married to the white man that runs everything, controls everything, and got all the wealth. White Americans own and control 90% of the nation's household wealth. Black Americans, y'all have 2.6%. 2.6%. They have 90%. And they're not trying to share and they're not trying to give it up. That's why they vote Republican or conservative. And for those that are Democrats, trust me, they ride along with them. Trust me, Kasich and Joe Biden, they just like that. They just like that. Joe Biden has no respect for you. He is not trying to help you. Neither does Barack Obama. Barack Obama stood up there and talked about our ancestors. Your ancestors are from Kenya. And those ancestors, those black ancestors from Kenya didn't even raise you. You was raised with white folks who traced their descent back to the Confederacy. White folks that put a silver spoon in your mouth in Hawaii. Obama, you are not one of us. Yeah, you're black. I didn't say you wasn't black. And for all those talking heads that keep talking about, oh, black patriotism, no, it ain't about black. There's a lot of black people in the world. Nigerians are black. Kenyans are black. But they're not ADOS. They're not American descendants of slavery. They didn't go through that. They don't bear the cost of that. Okay? And that's the reality of the situation. Nobody would tell a Haitian you're not Haitian. No, he's Haitian. He's black, but he's Haitian. Nobody would tell a Jamaican you're not Jamaican. Well, hell, if everybody gonna be a Jamaican, then what is Jamaican then? If everybody's Jamaican, what is Jamaican? It ain't shit. Because everybody's Jamaican. You see, black Americans, it's the game that's being played on you. Being played on you by people that you think have some care and concern for you, and they don't. Wake up. Do not give Joe Biden and Kamala Harris your vote for nothing. If you're going to give them your vote, make them give you something besides symbolism for that vote. Because he can't get to the presidency without your vote. Assalamu alaikum.